You're listening to Why You Suck in Bed on the Riotcast Network, riotcast.com.
There's a little waiting area before your butthole. So there's your
waiting room.
It's where your poop can sit, listen to bad music, and read old copies of Highlights magazine. Hello and welcome to Why You Suck in Bed. Hello. My name is Paige. I will be your host for this Tuesday, along with my pals Jonimal.
Wait, it's not Tuesday.
But
because we release on Tuesday.
Way to let the cat out of the frickin' bag, you numb.
Oh, it's
nuts.
Monday night, right?
No, it's live. We're doing
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I mean, it is Tuesday. I'm just mixed up.
While you're in your cars driving to work, we're actually recording this.
Well, we're off to a smashing start.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Can we edit all that out? We'll just start over again.
Nope.
Hi.
TP says no.
How long has it been since we released?
Well, we did miss a week. First of all, wait a minute.
Did we miss a week? Or 2 weeks? Hi.
Hi.
Your hands are flailing. That means there's something going on.
I feel like Bob Dole right now.
Bob Dole.
Bob Dole knows.
Bob Dole says. Bob Dole.
I do a lot of gesturing. I can't help it. So, Jonimal.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
TP.
Hey.
Now I know what
Hey,
TP
baby.
means.
Now you know.
I was listening to that episode the other day.
You were the last one. The rest of the world knew what TP meant.
What a jagaloon.
Token.
It's today's grammar lesson, people.
By the way, why do people listen to us even when we don't put out episodes?
Because they're fantastic.
Because they want to bring a little happiness and joy to their day.
And that's
what we bring.
That's what
We
we're
must
here
be
for.
that. Imagine we were consistent. And imagine we had like funding and stuff, and we had like, you know what I mean?
Imagine if we
you-
were professional
Yeah,
comedians.
right.
Exactly.
Imagine we got paid for this, because I heard that you can get paid 1,000,000 times more if you did anything other than podcasting for free.
Do you think we'd be more professional if we didn't record in TP's cave? Because this just adds a
If we
certain
record in a parking
element.
lot that's more professional than this cave.
Being in here adds a certain element of like fear.
Yeah,
and
there is a little bit of
not really knowing what's going to happen. You never really know what's in the
And how do
closet
you-
behind
how
the
do you
table or
handle
record.
fear with humor.
Of course.
I don't
That's
like
why
that.
it's so good.
And nervous laughter.
I'm constantly hearing chains out of his bedroom.
We're not supposed to ask about that.
And like the weird, the low moan.
I haven't heard that yet.
Every
That's
so
the
often.
gimp.
But that's coming from that chest over there. So the chains are coming from the corner. There's a lot going on.
I'm going to do a little experimenting when we take a break. So anyways, guys, I apologize for us missing last week's episode. We were hoping and praying for the return of Dr. Stacy. I know how much you guys all missed her.
But the herpes are just.
You know what I heard? Well, here's what I heard. The poor girl, they let her out of the bubble.
And then she spread it to Superman.
Well, she was planning
speculating.
on coming to record last week, and then she had I think it's what's scientifically known as a flare up.
Oh yeah, because it never fully goes away, right?
Right, I guess not.
So she immediately had a flare.
Oh, that made me regurgitate my coffee.
What a classy broad. Will you come back, please?
We miss you, Dr. Stacy.
I miss the fuck out of you, Dr. Stacy.
What causes a flare up to happen? Does anybody know?
I don't really know.
Is it?
The mysteries of the herp. Well, our poor girl is still down for the count, and I think she actually got transferred to some clinic for a
ICU?
study. I think she's being studied by a group of professionals.
Like, I haven't heard anything about Superman. I wonder if...
Yeah, I haven't either, actually.
Like, I haven't seen him. I haven't heard from him.
We don't even know where she got the herpes from. It could have been from Superman. It could have been from the
That's
old
what
guy.
I mean. Like, he might be dead.
If that's the case, she killed him.
All right, I'll have to talk to her and find out what's up.
Like, I live not too far from him, so I would occasionally see him in the supermarket. You know,
Did he have sores on his mouth?
I haven't seen him
Okay.
in 3 weeks at least. Literally, haven't seen him at all.
The plot she thickens. Well, anyways, guys, we'll try to keep you updated on Dr. Stacy as we get the updates. We definitely miss her. We know you guys miss her. And thank you for still listening and for keeping our ratings up. You guys are amazing.
125 on iTunes, and we weren't even here for 2 weeks.
Yeah, baby.
Love you people. Don't know why you put up with us.
You guys are amazing.
It's that abusive relationship. We're the boyfriend that's too free with our hands, and they keep coming back.
Too handsy. He's a little too handsy. All right. Well, we got some good stuff for you. We got some awesome articles and some emails from some of the listeners, and TP found some gems on the interweb. But first off, I wanted to get an update on you guys because I haven't seen you in a while. Johnimal,
What's up?
are you still with said lady?
I am, and things are still going very well. Knock on everything that's wood, I suppose.
Good.
Get your vagina out.
You look happy. And I got to say,
it's
the only
weird.
downfall to you being in a happy relationship is your angst level is like
my
ridiculously
anxiety is down
low.
and everything. Yeah, it feels good. But that's why I like.
Isn't that bad? I actually have to spin that as like a downfall. Like, I liked you better when you were pissed
you're
off
an
all the
asshole.
time. Yeah, I like you better when you're an asshole.
You see, and
I'm not one of those girls.
That's the thing that I don't understand. Like, all my exes have been completely crazy. And this one is so normal that I'm thinking she's crazy because she puts up with me. Like, everything that I do that I'm like, oh, that must annoy you. She's like, oh, no,
Is that what she sounds like?
yeah.
She sounds hot.
She is hot.
Yes, I met her.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, TP.
I heard you met her.
Right,
Yes.
when TP was being a rock god up on stage.
I gave her a few seconds of my time.
You know what? I was also being a rock god that night,
I
and
know.
I see where your
know.
loyalty lies, and whatever you and
Listen,
TP.
I felt really bad.
Oh,
having
yeah,
to
I'm
choose.
sure. I'm sure.
I did. I felt bad having to choose. I planned to go see you,
Whatever.
and then he kind of blew up his.
we had the better lineup.
You promised him a hand job backstage, didn't you? You son of a bitch. That's how you get people to come to your shows.
We had the shower in our
I mean,
backstage area.
you actually put the thing on Facebook first, for your
Yeah, but
band.
I wouldn't hold that against you. Like, oh, I advertised
And
the
I
show
was
first.
like, and I think I actually said that I was going to try and make the show.
Don't
I-
make
I-
up stories. Don't try to make me feel
I
better.
I really wanted to go to your show. I really did.
Whatever.
But, I can't not go to TP's show.
Whatever. Just give me a reach around after
But
the episode. We'll be fine.
When I showed up to the venue, though, the place was fucking packed. Like, packed. And I was like, what the fuck? This place isn't supposed to be packed.
You were South Shore, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we go get a drink, and it's just like mobbed, and you can't even like get to places because they had tables out in the way, and it was just like. So I text them, and I'm
Were
like,
you playing at a supper club?
Well, you know the place. It had this one row of tables.
Yeah.
On the floor.
And I know that they have a back room where like the band can hang out because I could see his singer, and I can see Barney going in and out of like the back room. And I know you said that they have like a nice room that you guys can hang out in and stuff. So I'm like, he's probably hanging out in there and like hiding and stuff. Let me just for the hell of it, I'll text him and
He's
see
hiding.
if he answers. And sure enough, being the solid dude that he is, he does. And I'm like, where are you? He's like, back right corner. so then I'm looking, and I'm like, all right, my right, his right, which way should I be facing when it's right?
Just look for the shadows.
So then I'm like, I don't know. Do you mean by the pizza place? Because they have a
I
pizza
can't
oven in the
find
back.
you.
I'm like, I don't know which way's right. And then he's like, in the back right by myself. So I have to
I
look.
found the one place in the room where there was nobody standing.
I'm looking in all four corners, and I see one corner that's just pitch black. And like, it's got to be that one all the way over
He
there.
brought like his own shadow.
So as I break through the crowd, like I finally get to an area where it lightens up, and it's literally just an abyss of space, and then TP right in the middle.
It's my own black hole.
See, this is one thing I love about UTP is that 99.9 of the musicians that I know are such exhibitionists. They're dying for attention. They're schmoozing.
Yeah.
Whether it's backstage, out on the floor, whatever. It's a constant bombardment of like activity from people and friends and other musicians. TP guaranteed will find the one dark corner,
And
or he'll
literally,
sit
it
in
was
his
like-
car.
It was like a cold corner where no one was
Like the
going
temperature
near him.
dropped
Yes.
about 15 to
It was
20
like this
degrees.
little bubble of darkness, and then all you see is TP sitting there, and you couldn't even see him because he has the black hat.
You're like the Chris Angel of cover bands.
He has the black hat, the black hair, the black outfit. All you see is a white face and like the gray beard kind of
Like
protruding,
the Phantom of the Opera.
protruding in the darkness, floating in the darkness.
Start wearing a half mask.
There's like an eerie violin music playing in the background. That's my boy. You know what, buddy? We got to start playing. Our band has to start playing some shows together so we don't have to fight over friends to come to our shows.
Absolutely.
I would fucking love that.
I would too.
And actually,
I miss looking at your ass on stage. You sexy bastard.
Barney did find me at one point, and he comes over, and he's wearing the glasses now, like the thick rims. And he comes over, and he's like, "Bro, what's up?" And I say hi. And first thing he says is, "Bro, what'd you think about Amazing Spider-Man 2?"
That sounds very accurate, Barney.
But what's even funnier is the last time I saw him, he came up to me. He's like, "Bro, what do you think of Amazing Spider-Man?"
40-year-old man. I love him. I love him. So I had an interesting night at my show that was happening the same night. It was the same thing. We had a packed house. It was a really good night.
That was all the way on the North Shore.
Yeah,
right? All the way
completely
to the top.
opposite shore of Long Island from you guys.
Now, do you swim across the Sound to get?
You
to
know,
that
I
show?
always said if I could get a really good jet ski, I could
can-
get from Connecticut to New
Right,
York
'cause you're
so
like
fast.
You're right across. Right across.
Directly across.
Yeah.
I might have to buy like a dinghy.
You have to
or
drive.
something.
You drive all the way around, or do you
Fuck
take the
yeah,
ferry?
it sucks. No, the ferry's expensive as shit. Otherwise, I would do it.
There's no other way across.
No.
There's not like a.
Are you really asking me that question right
Well,
now?
is there like a drain pipe that you can El Norte through?
Is there like a tunnel?
Is there a channel?
Is there thank you. I was trying to think of the channel.
You ever see El Norte when the no?
I need to look into that. I'm gonna
I
dig me a
think Henry
channel.
took his submarine when he went to witness. Location.
That's what I need. I need a sub. Just like one of those little mini yellow ones.
You can
That'd
have
be
a
perfect.
coyote get you across.
A coyote?
Yeah. See, I know something that she doesn't know.
Well, this is a first.
Coyote. That's the people that bring in immigrants across the border.
Oh, they're called coyotes?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I learned something new
across
today.
the Mexican border.
All right. Well, anyways, the night at my show, as you guys know, I've kept a stable of gentlemen
Yes.
over
Now,
the
are we
course of the
still
last
at-
few months.
Are we still at 6 studs?
We're still at 6. 2 of 6 showed up at my show.
Ooh.
Now-
Was one of them the main stud?
No.
So it was 2 secondary studs.
I would say if I had to number them, number 2 and number 6 showed up.
Oh.
So this has
That's a
happened.
big difference.
Well, this has happened before, and this is inevitably something that's going to happen when you play in a band, and these people know that you play in a band. They're
Right.
going to show up to your
You
show.
don't
I'm lucky it was only 2,
Right.
Because this is probably the first local show I've had since I built the stable.
Because I'm sure you don't invite them, but they can
No.
find out from...
Oh yeah, totally. So one of them I knew one was coming, and the second one had texted me earlier saying, "I'll see you at your show tonight." So I had a little time to kind of prepare. So I kind of threw it out there to him, like, listen, I'm going to have some friends with me from out of town. So if I can't like really hang with you,
Now you sent
please
that-
don't get your feelings hurt.
Was that to number 6?
That was to number 6.
Okay.
Number 2, I already knew was coming.
So, okay. So what you're planning in your head is, I'm going to probably hang more with number 2.
Right.
So I got to give number 6 an excuse why I'm going to be distant.
Right. And I told the same thing to number 2.
Oh.
Like, I've got some friends coming in from out of town, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah.
Playing both ends of it. Nice.
Well, I kind of had to cover both angles.
Right.
So I think I handled it pretty well.
Like you put both their penises in your hands and handled it?
Well, that was
'Cause
later.
That was the
I'm getting to that.
was the
I
hand
totally
gesture-
was.
that the
I
hand
was
gesture
totally
you
doing
made.
double dick jerk
Did you
off
see
hand.
that? She totally did.
Wow. I've never combined the stable mates. All right. Anyways,
How much for a mushroom tattoo? I want a little one. No bigger than the size of a quarter, because I want my mom to say it.
but I think I did a good job juggling.
So you had to bounce back and
well,
forth.
what
between the
helped is that the venue was packed.
Right.
And it was big enough where they were on like separate ends.
Right.
And both of them came with friends. So it's not like they were by themselves.
So
waiting for
you
me
were
to
able
pay
go
attention
over
to
the
them.
one, get eaten out, go over the other, get a blowy, go back and forth.
I managed to make out with both of them without them knowing.
Nice. Any hands
good.
going down pants?
There was not really. There's some ass grabbing, things like that.
Now, is this before or after you go on stage?
Mostly before. After the show, that's when they kind of hang around for a little bit, hoping that I'll leave with them.
What?
So that's why I use my friends from out of town thing. I've got friends staying with me, so I can't.
Oh, I have to bounce out immediately.
Yeah, and then after the show, you can pretend to be really busy, like take a little longer, breaking down your equipment. But here's the clincher. At one point, one of them came over while I was talking to the other one. Now I'm standing at the bar with number 2 and his friends, and number 6 comes over by himself.
Yeah.
That's the point where you feel the blood drain out of your face.
Yeah, you're like,
so
Hi.
I just introduced them because I couldn't think of what else to do.
ooh,
And literally, when I was on stage playing, I saw them doing shots together.
wow.
And I'm like, this could go horribly wrong
You're
or
lucky,
horribly right.
You're lucky guys don't normally give up that kind of information.
I was surprised
because
because guys are usually like, "Hey, I'm hitting that," or something like that. But it didn't happen. I was so pleased because it could have gone horribly wrong.
I guess guys do. I don't know. Do they?
And then the clincher was number 6 called me the next day and even brought up number 2. It says, "Oh, your friend, blah
your
blah blah,
friend's
was really
cool."
cool." And I was like, "Holy fucking shit!"
Maybe
I
we could
pulled
both
it off.
stuff you at the same time, bro.
Maybe you guys can Eiffel Tower me later.
Like, it would have been really cool if, like, you rocked out on stage, right? So then you get off stage and you're all sweaty and, like, hair all over the place, and you fucking walk off and you grab both of them, pull them both in, and just like, eat me, and then you start pounding from a whiskey bottle. Hey, I would love to pound you on the stage. Like, that's the picture. And then, like,
all right,
firecrackers go off behind you.
Yeah, exactly. Like
and
fireworks go off, and there's like
flag drops.
pyrotechnics, like doves fly out of nowhere.
American flag and eagles
And
fly.
Kid Rock starts playing.
I'm an American badass. Watch me kick.
It could happen. I mean,
Josie, I'm the J-O-E to the C. Ho, call me Josie. Got more game than Coleco. I'm a freak, don't call me sick. 3'9" with a 10-foot dick. The ladies pick. I'm a crazy hick.
My pussy has never been drier than this moment right now.
Yep.
Ball with the ball, the bang, bang, diggy, and the
Sahara
boogie,
Desert.
up, drop the boogie.
So you see guys all the time with 2 girls, especially like back in the day, like back
No,
in like the
I'm
heyday of
fucking-
rock and roll,
Listen, hey,
I'm trying to see if I can pull this off.
Hairspray, yeah.
I'm trying to see if I can pull this off. Like having 2 guys. Do you think that could ever happen? Having 2 guys in public with me at the same time?
I think that if you spoke with those...
Knowingly?
Yeah. I never considered this as an option until the other night.
Depends on the guy.
I think you could get both of them in bed if you worked it the right way. Work the right angle.
I didn't even think that far ahead. I was just thinking in public.
If you like grabbing both their dicks at the same time and then you have them dock with each other, they're going to be friends forever.
It's a written
Don't
law.
cross streams.
No, that's if you make them dock, it's not gay if you're there. Doesn't count.
So as long as I'm present.
right.
Okay.
As long as you're like, you don't even have to be in between the dicks.
Sounds like somebody's used this logic before to help himself.
Well, I that brings up a question I have.
Okay.
All right. So I was watching porn recently, and it was one of
Imagine
those.
that. What?
Well, it was one of those porns where like the girl gets stuffed with like 2 dicks, either in the vagina or in the ass.
Those are hot.
Now, granted, these guys are porn stars and they have to be up for anything. But I mean, isn't that a little gay?
No, because she's
Like you're rubbing your dicks together inside this
yes.
girl's hole.
Oh, what? 2 in the same hole?
Yeah.
Penetration.
Ah, yes. See,
I would
thought you were
imagine
going-
the sensation of their dicks rubbing together is probably even more pleasurable than the fact that they're in
Because
her
you only
ass.
get the vagina on one side of the cock.
Wait, what?
Right.
Oh,
right.
so you still have,
yeah.
you still, there's
then
still
the
like a,
dick's up here.
there's still like a wrap around the, okay. But I mean, does that happen in real life? I mean, would 2 guys ever do? I'm not asking because I want that done to me. I'm just saying. Let me just preface this by saying that's not something I'm looking into. But
I would have to say that 99.9% of the time it's 2 guys on a girl. It's going into different holes.
Right.
It's going in mouth, ass, mouth, vagina, vagina, ass.
right, it's always going to be double penetration.
And vagina, ass, I think is rarer than on the 2 different. Like usually, guys want to be on opposite ends.
you want to be
of
as
the
far
girl.
away from each other as possible.
Right. So
Going back into our past, way back in our past, Callie told a story when she was a swinger and she was married, and her husband would DP chicks, and she would watch.
No judgment.
in the same
God bless
hole.
her.
Yeah, in the same hole.
2 in the same hole.
Yeah.
See, I would say on a scale of gayness, that would be higher than most
That's what I'm saying. But like you said, if the girl is there, then all bets, nothing counts.
See, me personally, I don't think I would ever do that. I don't think I'd ever be into that. I think the whole like his dick on my dick would immediately
be a little off-putting,
my
right?
Head. Yeah, like I'm not like
goodbye erection.
I love. Yeah, no, exactly. I love.
It's like just rubbing two noodles together.
I love my penis. I don't.
Please make a sound clip out of that, please.
And I don't mind watching a porn with a guy that has a nice penis. Mm-hmm. But I don't want my penis touching his penis.
Okay. And that just boils down to preference.
Right.
Which is fine.
Right.
But I'm just saying, I was wondering as I'm watching said porn, like, would this ever happen in a real life situation?
Give me
like,
this penis.
Give me this penis. That was my vagina voice.
It's nice you can pick out your impressions.
I don't know why I think that's so funny.
Give you the backstory on that. So wait, what was your question?
I don't know. It really wasn't one. I was just like presenting a thought to you guys about.
Let me tell you. Let me put it this way: if you can get those two guys, or any two guys in your stable, to not only fuck you at the same time, but fuck you in the same hole at the same time, that would be like. I think at that point, fireworks would go off behind you. Literally, bald eagles would find you.
All of a sudden, there's world peace.
And start perching on your shoulders. Like falcons would come and land on you with like mice in their claws to present to you.
Gifts.
You would be the Beastmaster. Stallions would start running in.
I am the Beastmaster. Oh, that's great. That's great.
There's levels here.
Two ferrets.
That's the ultimate level. Same hole. And there's at the same time as the level before that.
And
We're
then
just talking about being with them.
I'm just starting at the basement
Base
level in public, two guys hanging out with me at the same time.
Like,
I've never seen it done. I've never seen a girl with like two guys on her arm.
Like he's my like in kayfabe, which like in storyline, you're just friends with the two of them. Mm-hmm. But in reality, you're banging both of them, and they're hanging out thinking that she's just friends with him. Like that kind of
well,
thing.
that's a situation.
That's a tough juggle.
No. I'm talking about them knowing that they're
them
both
knowing
banging me at different
wow.
times.
That's a step above what I was just talking about.
Because I know guys that pull that off with girls.
She just wants to go to that step where they're together. All three of them are together, out together, all knowing.
Yeah, and I don't know how that works with girls. Like why that works. The reverse way works. I don't get how that works because girls are.
Well, it's one of those double standard situations where it even as far as like. You know, a girl having sex with a lot of guys is a slut. A guy having sex with a lot of girls is a stud.
Yeah, no, from the guy point of view, yes, but how? Because girls are just as jealous as guys are. Mm-hmm. So I don't understand how those two girls would be able to be in the same room with each other without tearing each other's.
All right. Well, granted,
low self-esteem,
and money.
There you go.
The guy usually has
money. So you
money.
gotta find two dudes with very low self-esteem.
That's what. Yeah.
That sounds hot.
What are these guys? How is their self-esteem?
That very high
well,
on all of them. So it probably would never happen.
I don't know.
Plus, I don't think I would ever have sex with a guy with low self-esteem. Anyways,
I think
you did already. I'm right here.
You have higher self-esteem than you give yourself credit for. It's just the drugs.
Yeah.
I think you would have to jump all those preliminary steps and go right for the top tier. And just grab both their penises, dock them, and say,
And wait for the Falcons to show
both
up.
these penises are going into me right now.
These are mine.
Do any of your penises object?
I want.
Yes.
Give me this penis.
Listen, penises, you will be near each other, but you will both be fucking me. Any objections? No? In the butt. Enjoy my secondhand pussy.
Oh, that's amazing.
Like, I don't think any guy would turn that down. And then in retrospect, they'd be like, oh, wait a minute. But I think in the moment, it might just happen.
I suppose if I get him drunk enough first.
I don't even think you'd have to get him completely obliterated.
I'll see what I can do. I'll report back.
That would be fucking amazing. That would put you on. What's beyond God? What's beyond rock God? Celestial being? Is that like what would
Celestial? Celestial seasonings?
So I have a story. It's not as good though.
I love your stories. Bring it.
My little guy, I haven't talked about him on the air in a while. No, actually my son. He's in pre-K now. And I've gotten called in a couple times for him. And that's kind of where the free with your hands thing.
Behavioral issues.
That's what the teacher said about him. He's kind of free with his hands.
He's grabby.
No, he hits.
Oh.
If someone like takes his toy, he'll like shove him. If someone like fucks around with he has like a little girlfriend now.
Look who got daddy's anger issues.
Yeah, exactly. He has my fucking temper. So like, I got called in the beginning of the year because like he has a little girlfriend and some boy like gave her a cookie or something and he like shoved the kid and was like,
what?
Yeah. So I got called in the beginning of the week and I'm like, fuck, what is this about now? So here's the story that this teacher tells me. So this fucking little shit of mine, they had like a
father's love.
They had like a little party in class. I think it was like a birthday party for one of the kids, and the kid brought in munchkins.
Okay.
So each kid was able to have 2 munchkins.
They like to be called little people.
My little shithead apparently took a bunch more than he was supposed to take and hid them.
Sneaky little bastard.
So everyone was taking 2. He took like 6 or 8 or something like that. And not only did he steal these munchkins like when he wasn't supposed to, he hid them. And then they have a separate classroom for like their art class. So he goes to the separate classroom and the art teacher is sitting there watching him pull munchkins out of his underwear and shove them into his face. Motherfucker!
Yeah, boy.
And she told me straight up, she was like, I literally sat there to see how many munchkins he would pull out of his underwear. And I counted 5. So he's like digging in his underwear, munchkin 1, digging in, munchkin 2, digging in.
Your poor kid has powdered sugar all over his
Yes, he came home and he had fucking powdered sugar all up his ass crack.
Good thing it wasn't jelly.
Like, he had shoved
Exactly.
them down his underwear, and I guess he had so many in there that they didn't fit in the front anymore, so they started rolling to the back, and that ties into my theory of how women are, everything's hooked up down there. There's a highway. Like he was shoving in the munchkins. And they were
around in the junkyard.
They were rolling back up into his butt crack, and that's why I had to clean out his little ass because he had fucking powder all up in it.
You're saying the taint should block from baked goods from getting from the front to the back.
Yes. And I guess in his case, he has such a little package right now that they were able to roll past.
Yeah, his balls haven't dropped yet.
No, there's way too small. But that's my little fucking guy. Stealing
You
munchkins,
made that.
hiding
You made
them
him.
in his fucking in his underwear. And what do you even say? Like, what do I say to him?
Yeah, how exactly do you approach that situation? And do you punish him? Like, do you...
I did punish him.
Hey, buddy, you got pockets, don't you?
Yeah, if you're going to steal something, you should
I have this whole fucking stupid conversation about, other people's things and being a little asshole and stuff like
I
that.
think you should focus on not stuffing shit in your pants.
Yeah, which part of the problem do you approach first? Like, which...
I approached the stealing thing first.
That's
I don't know
the
if that
that's the
was the
doozy.
right- that was the
I would
right-
say that's the right thing.
I didn't even really talk about, like, you shouldn't store food in your underwear.
You shouldn't put foodstuffs near your ass.
Non-perishable.
Because I can't knock
Canned
the kid.
goods are fine.
Because I used to get in trouble all the time in school when I was younger.
For what?
For the same type of shit, like pushing kids, hitting kids, stuff like that.
Okay.
When I had a cast when I was in kindergarten, and I got in trouble because I would, like, during freeze tag, I would, like, fucking elbow the kids with the cast. And, like,
Use it as a
knock them
weapon.
down, yeah.
Excellent.
I would kick kids up from under the table. Like, if a kid would take one of my, like, potato chips or something, I'd fucking kick them under the...
Well, that's kick worthy. Kids are assholes.
But you're not supposed to use violence.
It was a lot more welcomed when we were kids, though. You can get away with it more.
Yeah, my mom would
Now
say,
you're a bully.
if someone fucked with you, then someone hits you, you hit them back.
You stand up for yourself.
Right.
You can't do that anymore.
No, you can't do that. You get in
Nope.
trouble.
Oof.
So, like, and you know what? I will say, from what I understand, every time he pushed or hit a kid, there was a reason. It wasn't just like, I'm gonna take that kid's lunch money or something. It was like, that kid gave my girlfriend a cookie. I'm gonna fucking fuck you. It's my girlfriend.
And now life has come full circle and is paying you back.
Yes. For me being a dick for so many years,
Oh, you're going to be going
Years
into
of therapy
parent-teacher
with that,
conferences
yes.
so
Yeah, I
much.
fucking shot a load on a cookie. I should just immediately put him into therapy because
Put him in one of those special schools where he has to get picked up on the short bus
little Logan.
that locks from the inside. You know, that's so funny.
He's
If,
not wearing a helmet yet. So that's good.
if I had a boy, his name was totally going to be Logan.
Really?
Oh, yeah, after Wolverine.
Yes, that's what he's named
High
after.
fucking five.
High five. And he has the berserker rage just like him.
Oh, that's amazing.
Snig snig.
Is it Snick?
Snickety snick.
There you go.
You're mocking Barney for asking about Spider-Man.
I know exact. I'm correcting him on what Wolverine's claws sound like in the comic book.
Well, in the Clerks movies, he kind of says snig.
That's true. Yeah, but I'm going right from the pages.
So there. That's my Munchkin story.
Anyways, we're dull today.
No. Remember a few weeks back, because we're approaching the Christmas season. Mm-hmm. John was asking about instruments of sex.
Oh, yeah.
What are the most popular instruments of sex?
Right. That was the last thing we
Yeah,
never
that's
got
right.
to.
.net.
Well, we just
You have some stats?
got past Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
Why is it
Which
always
is-
a racial thing with you?
It's always about
Well,
the
we
color.
are in the Black Winter Solstice at the moment.
Are we?
According to...
Are we Shadow Dancer?
Yes.
Yes.
Angel said so.
Man
when
on
it
the
comes
street,
to
astrology
When
experts.
men break up with women right after Thanksgiving, so you don't have to buy them any gifts.
That's brilliant.
we
And
count
then
on
you
him.
get back together with them after Valentine's
I wonder
Day.
if I'm going to get presents from the guys in my stable.
Oh yeah, you
I didn't even
will.
think about that.
You
Maybe you'll get a new rim job.
Yeah, what's wrong with your rim?
So I was driving from Connecticut to New York the other day, and I drove all the way down 95. I got to Long Island, and I stopped off for gas, and I was pulling to the gas station. My car was making a weird sound. So I stopped, and I see that there was a screw sticking out of my tire. I was like, shit. So there's a tire place right in the corner. Went over there. So there's a screw in my tire. Want to see if you could patch it or if you guys can get me a new tire. They fix the tire. I pay the guys. I leave. My car's still making the same noise. I have to go back to the tire place. Guys, like, let me put it up on the lift and see what's wrong. Not only did I have a nail sticking out of one of my other tires, which makes me think that either I pissed somebody off or I drove through a construction site recently, but one of my rims was bent to shit on my car.
Because the tire was so flat.
No, it was a different tire. We're talking about 3 different tires affected on my car. One had a screw, one had a
how-
nail, one had a bent rim.
How'd the rim get bent then?
I must have hit a pothole or something and didn't know it.
Fucking hell.
So nobody
So you
could
need-
find me. Nobody could give me a rim job.
So you need
so
a
now I
rim
have
job.
to drive back to Connecticut tonight.
What?
after
It
we
was the
record.
weekend and there were no rim jobs available?
No rim jobs were available. Can you believe it? Me. No one would give me a rim job.
No weekend rim jobs? Was that
No
what the sign
weekend
said?
rim jobs.
No room at the rim job.
Carlos at Tires R Us said nay.
I work with a Carlos too.
Does he sell you nay?
Yeah, because I'm the token white guy.
All right. So anyway, we had a really good Black Friday at Twisted Toys, as we usually do. That seems to be like our.
Does Angel get a discount on Black Friday?
He could. Angel asked me for a discount.
Oh, you use the code SUCK, you get 20% off.
That's true.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, a lot of people use that.
Did
that
they?
means a lot of listeners bought during Black Friday. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate
Oh,
it.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
to find
that
out.
makes me
That's
really happy.
awesome.
Yeah, quite a few sales that they use that code, which is
Cool.
awesome. But so what I seem to see is that, if you go on the Twisted Toys Facebook page, there's a photo album with like holiday pics for him, for her, for couples. And apparently a lot of people paid attention to that because they
Was
bought
it the
a lot of
popular
the
items?
Yeah, popular items or things that were like trending this year and sex toys that I saw a lot of people buying over the course of 2014.
So you put together this picture book?
Yeah.
Okay.
Put together like a little what do you call it? Like a gift guide
Okay.
or a lookbook or whatever you want to call it. So the big thing for women this year, gifts for women, was vibrating panties, which I was super excited about.
Vibrating
Yeah.
panties.
Because now, not only do they have vibrating panties with remote controls, they have vibrating panties that you can run from your iPhone. There's actually a downloadable
Like an app.
Yeah. So which is great. So
Does it
you
ha-
can wear the vibrating
Can I
panties.
ask a non-sexy question?
Yeah.
How do you wash those?
It has a removable thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you take the thing out and then you wash that with a sex toy cleaner, and then obviously you launder the panties as you would any other
Does it
piece
have
of lingerie.
does it have a bullet in it or something?
Yeah, but there's different kinds. There's one that have a little bullet. There's one that's kind of like a flat insert that inserts into like
Underneath?
the panel in the panties.
The penal?
Panel.
The
Shut
peony-
up. Don't make fun of me while you have food stuck in your teeth, all right?
Do I? Do I really?
You dick. Yeah, you do. What is that? Fucking pumpkin muffin? What is that?
Oh, I had pizza on my way here. Oh, yeah.
Are you good? You got it. So yeah, the
So
vibrating.
wait,
so here's
the
what
panty panel.
the panty panel.
Panty
Is that what I sound like to
you
you?
can put the bullet in the panty panel.
I'm sorry, I'm not from Long Island and talk about the vibrating panties that you put the.
Hey, throw that fucking vibrating panty thing on me. What?
Exactly.
What's your chain gang girl's name again? Angie? Hey,
Angie!
Put the fucking bullet in the thing on my ass.
Angie, go get my iPhone. It's got an app.
Angie, stop spraying my hairspray. You use it too much.
Oh, Angie. So yeah, vibrating panties, big seller.
Okay, so there's ones that have a bullet built in.
Right, but everything's removable. So like TP said, you can take the toy part of it out.
Do the panties actually look good? Like
Yeah.
I imagine like
You want me to show you a
panties
picture of
that
them?
look like you have a dick because
in days,
bulge.
no.
right,
no.
a bulge, right? That's what I'm envisioning.
In days of old,
Indeed.
when vibrating panties first came out, they looked horrible. They looked like granny panties because it had to holster.
Right, a lot of
The
electronics.
toys were bigger back then,
They had,
exactly.
like,
and everything is
they had, like, a
streamlined and
hamster
unable
on
to
a wheel to
Not
get
like the inserts, like the width of like a playing card or something.
It had
Pretty
like a pull string
Yeah, there was remote control. There's just a long cord.
and gas shooting out the
Never get
There's an exhaust.
the first bowl.
an exhaust pipe.
You can never get on the first full. Exactly. You got to put some ass into it.
And what is it, like Bluetooth?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
So you could be
here's
sitting
the thing.
at work and just like boop, 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 boop.
You can either control it yourself, but the real fun
You
lies.
can have someone else.
Thank you.
have complete
And one of my
control
girlfriends
over
just
it.
told me this great story about how at Thanksgiving, hold on, I'm going to look it up for you right now. At Thanksgiving, she had a pair of vibrating panties on, and
Like at a holiday
her
party?
right at their family dinner.
Why would she wear it to a family dinner? Shame on you. You know that's going to happen.
Who cares?
I'm
Who's
just saying.
who's going to judge?
Like, I'm just saying.
So her boyfriend
You
had the
can't-
remote control.
You can't expect that
And
not
listen to
to
me.
happen.
Not only did they do it at the dinner table during Thanksgiving dinner, like, can you imagine somebody saying grace and whatever? Because
How
they're
did
not.
no one hear it?
Because they're not. Oh, they're like whisper quiet. You can't hear these things.
What? Really?
Yeah, they're really quiet.
I just.
Technology has come a long way, my friends.
I'm having trouble believing that it doesn't sound like that. That the whole table would be like.
No, they're much quieter than
I was
that.
like, what is that? Is that the turkey? What?
I think if it was dead silent, you'd hear like a little, very small frequency hum. That's what mine sounds like.
Because I picture that like what is it, the porn where like the chicks are tied up and they have like a bullet strapped onto them, like not torture porn. What is it, like?
By the way, they have a vibrating C-string. Oh my god! Couldn't wait to tell you.
I
about
saw a lot.
fucked your job, Batman.
I saw a lot of holiday C porn, C string, yes, C strings for dudes.
Well, here's one example. So, anyways, my friend, not only did they do it at the Thanksgiving table, but because they're not married and she comes from a very strong Catholic family, they had to sleep in separate bedrooms. So at night, he had the remote and she had the panties on.
Just wake her up every once in
Yep.
a while. That's awesome.
That's hot. So here's a picture of one of the.
They have
ones
guy
from the
versions of that,
Secrets
like
Company.
a vibrating dick cup.
Like, see how small the thing is? There's a picture of it on the side of the box. If I had to choose like a size, I'd say like the size of.
It looks like a
mean,
mouse.
A matchbox size, maybe? Yeah, it looks like a computer mouse, but on a very
Right,
much
but it's
smaller
really
scale.
small, though, I guess. Because I don't see it when I'm looking at the chick in the picture.
That's what I'm
but-
saying. You're not going to see it. Because there's going to be a panel in the panties that it slides in.
Say it one more time.
Stop making fun of my accent, you fuck.
I know.
I can't. I guess I can't imagine that thing in there and me not noticing it. I gotta buy a pair of these things.
You should. They're only like $20-$30 too. They're not expensive.
I'm gonna buy
They're
it.
super
I'm gonna
fun.
buy it off Twisted Toys
Use
with
the
the
code.
20% discount.
Yeah, boy.
I didn't even. Cause I gotta get her a couple of things.
So, for God's
Maybe I'll
sake, here's
do
a picture
that.
of the panties. You can't see anything.
That's crazy.
And they're good-looking panties too. They're not like ugly
They are
panties.
good looking panties. I can't. Where is it?
That's what she said.
I don't think she's wearing it.
She's wearing it.
I'm also looking at her boobs. So that's a little bit of
It's
a.
up in there.
Focus.
She's got nice boobies.
So that was, yeah, those are paid for. So that was the big seller for ladies. And then for guys, last year it was all about like the fleshlight and like the male masturbators and everything.
Right.
This year it was all like lingerie for dudes, like
Really?
shorts, like zip up shorts, and like I sold
Zip up shorts?
Like Shakespearean pantaloons.
Yeah.
no like little
Like feather boas. Wait, what?
like boxer briefs with like little extras. Either they were made out of mesh or they had zippers on them or
Made out of mesh.
they're hot.
Like a stocking thing? Like the body stocking?
No, not like fishnet, but like there's some like microfiber ones. Like there's a lot of really nice lingerie for dudes out
Yeah,
now.
I need to
like
see
hot
this now,
shit.
too.
All right, I'll show you that too. So that was a big seller. I sold a lot of those. I sold quite a few of the elephant thongs. That was a big one this year.
Hold on.
We talked about that.
Was it right? Was it people that used the code?
One of them was. Somebody was a Why You Suck
Probably
in Bed
heard
listener.
about us talking about it.
Yeah, we talked about that one in great detail.
Yeah, we did.
That was fun. And I
those-
sold a couple of the candy cane ones too. The one that makes your dick look like a candy cane.
Yes,
Those are hilarious.
So top male item was lingerie
it was
in
clothing,
general,
yeah.
just lingerie.
Yep.
And female was just the panties.
The panties, that was a big one. And then obviously the vibrators, the lubricants, things like that. Lubricants always sell big because those are good stocking stuffers.
I think I want to order a pair of vibrating panties.
It's awesome.
I want the
You
one
know
with
what's awesome
Bluetooth
about the
one.
panties is because you buy it for her, but it's fun for both of you. It's not just like here's a vibrator that you're going to use when I'm not around.
Right.
It's you give her the panties,
I think
you
that's-
keep the
that's
remote
a fucking-
control,
That's a really good gift.
or you download the app on your phone, and then it's fun for both of you. You guys go out in
Yeah.
public, you can fuck with her all night. It's great.
That is a really good fucking idea. I want that. I want the one with the Bluetooth. I want the app.
I'll
I
show
want
it
the
to you.
whole
I'll send you a
fucking
link
9
for it.
yards. We're gonna talk about this off air, and
Off
you're
air?
off air, and you're gonna point me in the right direction.
And you can put it in the panty panel.
in the panty panel. That's a fucking good idea. Everyone go out and fucking check that out. I just got excited.
It's a good gift. And
'Cause
then the
she-
couple's gift, it's same thing for the last 3 years, if not longer, is the We Vibe. Do you know about the We Vibe? Now that you're in a committed relationship, that's a good present too.
What is it?
So the We Vibe, it's called the couple's vibrator.
Is it like Nintendo Wii?
We've talked about it.
Like I use a joystick and
Just as fun, but you actually get to have an orgasm.
what? Does it come with a video game that I can play while
No,
I'm
but this
fucking?
one is also controllable by an app on your iPhone if you wanted to. We've talked about this on the show before.
Technology fucking
Oh
rules.
my God, it's amazing.
Shit. We've come a long way, this society.
I'm not going to bore the listeners with a description about the We Vibe again, but if you're curious about it, look it up.
No.
Holy shit, you're such a little bitch right now. What the hell was that?
I want to know what it is.
I was looking for a guy with low self-esteem, apparently.
Here I am. Where's that other penis?
I heard there was going to be another penis.
I'm weaving if there's not another penis involved.
Oh.
And I want you to make him dock. He has to have a wad of skin on there so they fit white.
Like a Chinese finger trap.
Yes.
Nice.
I work with someone that
I'd watch
has
that.
a speech impediment like that.
Oh, no, seriously?
And he talks like this.
How do you deal with that?
Hello. Like that guy, I swear.
Can you imagine what he sounds like in bed?
And he's like, I'll be like, hey, Chris, listen, you need to take care of the broccoli or whatever. And he's like, all white.
Oh, my God. I would not be able to deal with that.
And he's
I would not be
he's
able
a
to deal
little
with that.
dude, too, like a little guy. He kind of looks like...
Not only do I not like children, I even more hate men that talk like children. That's the worst. Like, I could never date a guy that had one of those baby fetishes.
He looks like the alien from American Dad. You know, the gray
Roger?
alien? Yeah, the little guy.
And he talks like that?
talks like that.
Oh, he sounds hot.
Like he has really long arms and short legs and a big fucking, like a big forehead.
You're really selling this guy.
He's
Is he
got
single?
like a six head.
He's got a 6 head.
And he's like, all white.
Oh, my God.
Christopher, go fill up that all white. And a lot of, like, he likes to be called Chris, so we call him Christopher.
Oh, my God.
So we're like, Christopher. And he goes, what?
What does he do at the grocery store?
He's a stock boy kind of thing.
God.
So we go, Christopher, queen up on wild one.
Over the intercom?
and you hear like there's like always a pause.
You
and
guys
then
are
And
mean.
then from some corner of the store you hear, all white.
Oh, my God.
They're like, Christopher, queen up on aisle 1.
Queen up.
Christopher, queen up on aisle 1. And then you hear, all white from somewhere in the store.
In the distance.
Yes, it's fucking great.
Here's the page on the website for Lingerie for men.
Lingerie for men. Whoa, there's one with a toucan on it.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, these guys are fucking ripped.
Oh, yeah, they're jacked.
So which is the big one, though? Which is not,
I'll show you.
Not the big penis.
It
but
was.
the big seller.
You want me to show you the big one?
Show me the biggest penis on your site, please.
Where do I put my pee-pee?
You put it in the elephant dong.
I haven't had a Starbucks all week because I'm like...
Are you seriously, like, jacked up on caffeine right now?
I'm trying to, like, cut down on this shit since I'm going away. And
oh, my God. That's right. You guys are going on vacation together already.
Yeah, I don't want to be a fat fuck when I figure the way I'm looking at it, this vacation, aside from, like, if I ever marry this girl, this might be the one where these are the pictures that I show forever. Like, this might be the last time I look good. You know? So I'm going to go.
These have to be your
you want
nextmatch.com profile.
Yeah, exactly.
this
So these
is-
vacation pictures have to count.
This is it. Yeah.
I totally understand.
I've never been to Bermuda or Bahamas, where the hell we're going. And I'd have to look at the tickets. I don't even remember. But these have to be. So I'm going to be fucking tight, dude.
You just call me dude.
Yeah. So I haven't had a
the
Starbucks.
collective dude.
I haven't had a Starbucks all week.
Collective.
And that Starbucks was the best thing I've ever tasted. And I want another one right now.
Right now.
Right now, give me another one right now.
All right. I'm sorry I'm not talking. I'm just trying to find these pictures.
You still have your metallic fucking nails. How long do those last?
No, this is a new batch.
That's a new batch. Oh, yeah. They have, each one is a different.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah, number one really likes the silver nails.
Number one does. When you rake down his back with them. So what am I looking at here?
These are the shorts. Where are they? That were a big seller.
Oh, menswear. Why
They're hot.
are they?
I think straight or gay, those would work on a man. Because some of the
Chicks like these kinds of things. These
absolutely. You
these-
walk into the bedroom with that on? You kidding me?
these little booty shorts because they look so.
They're not really booty shorts. They're like boxer briefs.
They're fucking little booty shorts. You see these things?
TP,
Yeah.
weigh in.
They're little booty shorts.
I'm sorry, that's hot.
Well, on that guy.
That's a legit point.
Put him on me. You ain't saying that's hot.
You? I was thinking, like, if you had some extra poundage on you, maybe they wouldn't. I'd probably still fuck you. Who am I trying to
I
get?
don't know if I could pull that one off.
You could pull those off. You guys could both pull those off.
Maybe in a month I could pull them off. Are they lace? It says lace
They're
up.
not laced. They're
It says lace up. What does that mean?
They're made from doilies. No, it has a tie. It like laces up the front, like a shoelace.
Okay, so she could unlace the front and then pull my wing wang out
With
and
her teeth.
put it in her face. These are all the top things, and there's only one dude thing on there though.
Yeah, there was one top seller for men, one for women, one for couples, one for kink,
What's a 3D male sleeve? Tenga male
Oh
sleeve.
yeah,
What's that?
click on that.
Is that like I could put my dick
All
in
right,
that?
yes, you can put your dick in that. Tango, which is a company that specializes in male masturbators,
Yeah.
basically pocket pussies. They made these things called the 3D. What are they called?
It's 3D masturbation
Let me
sleeve.
see. All right. They
A
look
module?
like works of art. You could you could put that like on your bedside table, and
It
somebody
looks-
would think it's like a lamp or
It
a
looks
sculpture.
like a candle or something.
But there's 6 different ones that have 6 different shapes built into the inside for different
so
types
it's,
of stroking.
It's a fleshlight, but more out in the open. And you know what? The best place to hide something
Is in plain sight.
is in plain sight.
I think that's where they're.
this would actually probably hide better than the fleshlight.
Look how cool looking that thing is.
it is pretty cool.
It looks
looking.
like a lamp or a candle or something.
It's like a chia pet.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like a chia pet.
I kind of like the boxy
Shush.
one that's on display.
It's pretty cool,
That-
right?
That one. But I wonder what it feels like. I want to put my dick in it.
I want to put my dick in it.
I want to dip my balls in it. And what is this shit? Stocking stuffer. Is this
Oh,
lube?
is that the lube? Yeah, that's like the
lubes?
all-purpose lubricant, warming, massage oil,
You know,
edible.
My girlfriend bought this shit that's called poopery. Have you ever heard of this stuff?
Yeah,
Fucking.
you're just finding out about this now.
I like the smell of my shit. Like I like to shit.
And there's another sound clip.
I like to shit, and like I don't like when I'm in my apartment. I don't courtesy flush it.
What's your
I
apartment?
like to shit and then like rest a little bit because I'm tired because that was like that was
You're
awesome.
sweating.
And then I like
Get
to
the shit sweats.
and you guys know I wipe when I stand. Of
course we
so I
do.
like to stand up and take a look at my shit and like really
You observe it.
really take it in,
huge dumps.
you know, and then I flush it down and I say bye shit. And by that time,
Thanks
like
for the memories.
the whole fucking apart. Like my landlord is probably passed
Everyone
out
knows.
dead. Everyone's the neighbors down the block.
You just
they're all
crop
dead.
dusted the whole place.
So this poopery stuff was like new to me, but I was worried about stinking up my girlfriend's house. Like
That's when something like poopery comes in handy.
And she was like, no, use this stuff.
Do you understand how it works?
I don't at all. I just know I spray the water and then I shit on the water.
That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Yeah, because it's an essential oil that won't dilute in water. So you spray it in the toilet and it puts a layer of this oil on the top of the water. So
does it surround my turd?
No.
Cradle it in oil.
So when you touch down, it goes under the surface of the water, but the water is still covered by this layer of essential oil, so it keeps.
Oh,
so all you smell,
is the oil.
All you smell is the oil.
That's pretty brilliant.
And it's strong enough where it'll cover, like, say you fart or whatever.
It is pretty strong.
It's a strong enough smell, and it's a pleasant smell.
And the one that she got is called Deja Poo.
That whole company is brilliant. I think it's absolutely brilliant.
I thought that was fucking amazing. And she uses reed diffusers, which I had never.
Oh, I have one of those.
I'm becoming acquainted with this stuff.
Wow, you're turning into a little bitch.
Getting cultured.
Into a bitch, yeah. She has one that's fucking awesome.
Let me know when you grow a vagina.
I could take the stinkiest dump down in her. She has a
down in her.
Down in her, like she opens up her mouth.
Wow.
Cleveland
Steamer, like within the first few months.
That's love.
That's amazing.
That's love.
You better wed this girl.
If I Cleveland steam someone, it would cover their entire body. Like it would be from neck down to vagina.
Oh God!
It would be like you ever see the movie Tremors? Mm-hmm. That's the size of the turds that are coming out of me, and they have mouths, and they're blind, and
they'll hurt you.
They burrow in the ground.
They burrow,
and they have tongues that are more turds,
like an alien turd, like a turd alien.
And then my turds shit out other turds.
Since we're on turds, should we hear from the fans?
Oh, give me back my iPad.
Just kidding. We love you.
It's time to answer your emails.
978-503-SUCK.
Stacy.
Let's get Barney on. We missed him.
It's time to answer your emails.
978-503-SUCK.
Yeah.
I want to procreate. That's what he told me. I think it's time I procreate.
All right, so listen, folks, we got a email here from Ricky, and the email is actually addressed to Dr. Stacy. But Ricky, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to read your email on the air.
I'm a doctor. I'll field this one.
Are you a doctor?
Yes.
Really? Dr.
Love.
Broccoli?
Dr. Broccoli.
Dr. Broccoli. All right. It's a bit of a lengthy email, but it's worth it. So just stick with me here, guys. Hey, babe, it's Ricky. Well, I've gotten myself in quite an interesting situation right now. I am currently seeing a married woman.
Ooh.
We've been seeing each other for 8 months now. We worked together. We started off as friends. We got to know each other and just let some steam off. I'm sorry, I got some grammatical errors here. We got to know each other and just let some steam off.
Take that, asshole. That's what you get.
We got really close. Well, after getting to know each other and be so close, we left for lunch one day and we kissed. And well, I'll spare you that much of the details. But the instant I kissed her, it didn't feel like just any kiss. When I touched her, it didn't feel like anything I had ever felt before. She felt like putty in my hands.
Whoa. That was her vagina lips hitting on the seat.
Vagina putty. Well, we started talking more and just got to know each other more and so forth. I felt a connection with her I never felt with anyone. She was fun. She cared about what I had to say. She cared about what I did. We connected so well on everything. I had previously not even noticed her. I wouldn't have in a million years thought we would have connected the way we had so far. Of course, over
and then
time...
you get married and it all falls apart.
Hold on, wait. Of course, over time she had doubts with a lot of yes, she wanted to do it, and no, she didn't want to do it. Lots of ups and downs, which terrified me because every day that passed, I was falling for her more and more. Well, in June, this all started in March, we had kind of went our separate ways, her choice, and it sucked bad. Well, she went on a family vacation, and I was going out of town as well. It was about 9 days we would have went without seeing each other, but it still was hard because I missed her so much. Well, when she was on vacation, she prayed that God would give her a sign to basically get over me. And she said she woke up the next morning and all she could think about was me. She said she stalked all my social media accounts.
God works in mysterious ways.
And so forth, just to see what I was up to. She even tried to set up a Twitter account and failed, LOL, to contact me. And eventually she emailed me, but I had shut off all contact while I was on vacation. While I was getting ready to fly back and she had gotten back to work that morning and she had texted me to say how much she missed me and that she thought about me every second and so forth. Since that day, her and I have been perfect. Well, as perfect as I can be with her, of course. We see each other around 8 hours a day as we sit rather close to each other. We text each other all day long and we get an hour at lunch alone together. We spend time doing pretty much the most random things and we just make the most of the time that we have together. She has a plan to leave her husband. Her oldest son graduates in June, and she wants him to have a peaceful senior year and just not have to worry about the stress of having the divorce and so forth, which I've told her I was okay with as long as the big picture was us and I would be okay. She told her husband about me a few months ago. Oh, man. And she told him we would no longer have contact anymore and blah, blah. That's interesting. Now, it's very hard to sit her and wait. Now, it's very hard to sit for her and wait for her. It really is. I've never felt so scared because I know she has the cards, and if she woke up tomorrow and walked away, I wouldn't be able to do anything about it. But I deep down don't think that she will do that to me. I know she loves me. We have so much in common. I know this may sound crazy, but I feel like she's my soulmate. I really do. When we are together, nothing else in this world is on my mind. It's just her in that moment. When I look her in the eyes, I see everything I could ever want in someone. It's far from one-sided. She tells me all the time and shows me so much affection towards me and has shown more over and over time. Stacy, I know I am probably insane, but I really love her so much and I don't want anyone else in this world. Do you think I'm crazy? Can this work? What do you think? Have any other questions or more stuff that you need to know? Just any advice from me at all? Thanks again for your time. You're the best. Wow, Ricky. I'm not sure if I'm the best person to give advice on this because I've never been married and I have very strong opinions about marriage for reasons like this.
Ask me about marriage.
John, what kind of advice do you have to give on the subject?
Rainbows and butterflies don't always last after the marriage bells go off. Let's just say that.
Well, he knows that.
Yeah, but when you first meet anyone and you're connecting with anyone, it's like that's what he's describing.
Ricky is single, right?
This will wear off, buddy.
Well,
if she's telling the truth and she feels the same way about him.
I don't think she's telling the truth.
You don't think so?
No.
I find it interesting that...
Yeah, well, you're always questioning those damn dirty females.
No, I find it interesting that she told her husband and then, proceeded to tell him that they were no longer a thing. Now, the husband probably found out and she was probably just trying to cover her tracks, I would imagine. That's enough, for that to happen is enough to scare any girl off. If she wasn't into having this affair, that was her opportunity to break it off right there. She could have told her husband and truthfully broken it off with him, but she still continues to see him. I'm sure it doesn't help that they work together. They have to see each other every day.
That's my big concern. I mean, of course, messing around with someone who's married, that's a tough thing to be doing to begin with. But yeah, I think I agree with you, what you were saying. Like, so he finds out and she says, "Oh, I'm not with him anymore. That's it. I apologize." She probably was like, it'll never happen again. It was a one-time thing. Da, da, da. Meanwhile, she should have been like, this isn't working out between me and you.
That's exactly what she should have done.
Maybe we should think about breaking this off after so-and-so is finished with school. And, because she was saying that she's staying in the relationship because her son.
For her son's sake.
Right.
And
I get that.
That's respectful.
A lot of couples do that.
Right.
And
for the sake of the kids and all that stuff.
They stay together for the kids. And that's fine. I completely understand that. I mean, my kids were young, so it didn't I felt like if I just continued with the facade, it would be worse later on.
As they got older, they realized what was going on.
Right.
That makes sense.
But
she's got a full-grown son.
Right. So I get that.
I know it's got to be hard for you, Ricky, because like you said, she's holding the cards, the ball's in her court. You're obviously rearing and ready to go with this relationship, but she's got a lot of stuff that she's got to figure out. I mean, I think it sounded like, if I remember correctly, it sounded like she was planning on the divorce, but like you said, waiting till after her son's...
Is she planning on the divorce because of him, or she was already planning on the divorce?
That's not clear.
See, that would be another question that would be important to know. Like, is it one of those things where when they met and they were first becoming friends or whatever, and she was like, yeah, I'm married and not really happy, we're thinking about maybe breaking it off eventually, or was it all of a sudden they're fucking and then she's like, oh yeah, I'm going to leave my man for you, that kind of thing.
Yeah, who knows
makes a little bit
what the variables are.
That makes a difference too.
I hate to admit it, but I've gotten involved with a married guy on more than one occasion. And as the person who's like Ricky is the single one and kind of waiting for things to happen, the best thing that you can do is just, this sounds really cheesy, but protect your heart and just keep your feelings at bay the best you can. Have fun life is so short. Just have fun. The situation sucks. It's less than desirable. It is what it is. You guys have feelings for each other. Have fun in the moment. Enjoy it while you can, because until she figures out what she wants and how she's going to move forward, unfortunately, there's nothing he can do about it.
Right. You shouldn't dive in head first until she
Until that divorce is final.
Right. That gesture has to come from her end. I have a good friend of mine who just went through a similar thing where she was with a dude who's, quote unquote, going through a divorce. Mm-hmm. And she's head over heels, and they're hanging out all the time.
Happens
and
so much.
She's sleeping over, but he's still paying for the wife's things, and still they're still together. Mm-hmm. And then one day he's just like, "Listen, I'm going to try and make things work with my wife,"
which could very well happen with Ricky's
gets,
girl too.
She gets completely dropped, bottomed out, like whatever, and then she's like.
That's what I'm saying. You got to protect yourself because
he told me this, he told me that. He said it was going to be us. He said he was going to dump her. Well, a lot of times, it's easy to go back to what you used to, and if it's not an abusive relationship and it's not
right, you're just married and sick of each other,
right? And that happens sometimes.
Yeah,
between people.
absolutely.
Even people you love, sometimes you just the new thing is exciting. It's like, that's something new.
With the married guys that I've dated and the ones that I know that are going through this, it's just, especially when you get to our age group, you've been married for 10, 12, 15 years at this point, the thrill is gone.
Right.
Unless you're one of the lucky ones that has an active relationship and an active sex life and everything's cool despite kids and mortgages and everything else. You meet somebody new, you don't have to deal with all their bullshit. You don't have to deal with all their drama.
It's just all the fun
and
all none
new
of the shit.
And it's fun. Exactly. And that's why people have affairs. They get bored. They want that. And men especially. Men are like, you guys have that. You love the chase. You love, being at home with the same person for
flirting,
20 years.
Love the can I get that?
Right.
Can I get that?
The chase.
And then if you know you can get it, it's not as good anymore.
But the thrill of being with somebody new that's worshiping you and is just so excited to be with you, that's intoxicating. It can make people do crazy things.
Absolutely.
But Ricky, keep us updated. Protect yourself emotionally. Just have fun with this girl. Obviously, you guys have a connection. All I can say, and this is just my advice, you can take it or leave it, just be careful and hope for the best. Don't pressure her because it's just going to make things worse. And let her work through her bullshit. Yeah,
protect your neck because aside from it being a rough situation that you're in, you also work with the chick. So you don't want that shit blowing up at work either. That I had that happen one time. Not at this supermarket, a different one, where shit blew up. And then, it's hard to put out
afoot at the Circle K.
Grocery romance.
Right. It's hard to stack produce when you have that on your mind. And you have all that.
I want to throw oranges at you.
You have all that tension.
How many things you can throw?
She's on the express checkout line. You're sitting there stacking oranges, and there's that tension.
Smash a watermelon.
Amazing.
I want to beat her with a big squash.
And Ricky, just one more thing. I know that email was directed specifically to Dr. Stacy, so I'll make sure she reads it and see if she has some poignant advice to offer as well, instead of listening to us three idiots.
Yeah, because she could still Twitter you and stuff.
Twitter.
She tweeted a picture the other day.
Did she? I didn't even see it.
Of her ass.
Yes.
She tweeted an ass pic?
She tweeted an
from
ass
the bubble?
pic from the fucking
Dr.
bubble.
Stacy,
and you know what?
Minx you. I had no idea.
It must have been between flare-ups because I don't see.
There's no.
I'm not seeing any. But then again, it is a.
Well,
dark,
she did get better. Remember, she was going to come record last week.
Right, she was going to record. It
was so.
It's
excited.
also a dark picture. And there might be, actually on the undercarriage, there might be...
Damn, girl.
See the undercarriage? There might be some sores under
fine.
there. I don't know.
There's no sores there.
Underneath.
There's nothing.
There's underneath.
That's a freckle, you dick.
It's her natural ash
I'll
shadow.
Protect you, Dr. Stacy.
Here's a voicemail.
Hey guys, it's Mumbling John from Virginia again. I was just listening to episode 112, Sleep Sex. You guys were talking about a reader who wrote in an email about he would mess with his wife while she's sleeping. It's definitely possible because my wife used to wake me up in the middle of the night to have sex with me, and I would be on top and sleep through it. So it's definitely possible. So, talk to you later. Bye.
This was about episode 112, which was called Sleep Sex. We had the guy who got off on fingering his wife while she was sleeping.
Right. Yeah, and I could see that. I don't understand how you could fall asleep while on top.
He's saying that his wife would fuck him while he was sleeping and he wouldn't even know.
How is that possible? Well, anything is possible.
I think it's possible to get a hard on while you're sleeping.
Oh,
and
definitely.
maybe have a chick climb on and ride it. But he said he was on top, though, didn't he?
So he would be sleeping with Morningwood or whatever.
Nocturnal erection.
Right.
Nocturnal erection.
I think that's possible. She can climb on and go to town. Yeah, I guess that is. Yeah.
That happened to me with one of my crazy exes, but I would wake up.
Yeah,
I
even
can't. Right.
unless you're a really heavy sleeper.
Yeah, I can't see how you wouldn't wake up.
That must be awesome to wake up to, though.
With her, it wasn't, no.
Oh.
Because I found out later.
Was she holding a knife in one hand?
I found out later from a mutual friend that she told her, if only I get pregnant by Jeff, I'd have him forever. Oh. So I'd wake up and she'd be doing that. I'd be, oh, my God, no.
Don't come.
Oh, boy.
John from Virginia left another message.
Hey guys, this is John, Mumbling John from Virginia, the same guy who brought you the Skag Reflex sound. Hey, you guys were talking about how you would like more better ratings in iTunes and stuff. One way to do that is to encourage people to give ratings and comments, preferably 5-star. The more 5-star ratings you have, the higher in the iTunes ratings you are, therefore more visibility. So therefore you go up in the rankings. So just an idea. Keep up the good work. Talk to y'all later. Bye.
Hear that, everyone? Fucking rate us with 5 stars.
I want 1 star.
Do it now. Everyone, nope, we're going to stop the podcast right now.
Go review us on iTunes, 5 stars. Go.
Yes,
you
please.
know what? I haven't even done that, so I can't even knock anybody.
Thanks for the advice, pal. That actually is very good advice because we would like better ratings, and that would definitely help.
Right, and we should, at the end, when we go through our sponsors and stuff, we should say, hey, subscribe, like us.
Apparently you're not going to be saying that.
Whatever.
Way to sell it, bro.
Any more emails, or should we go to our little news segment?
Let's go to our news segment.
I fucked your job, Batman.
I miss you, Bane.
Your problem will be mine. Why don't you put on your swimmies and join me? Say goodbye to your semen forever. I also did your mom, Batman. I'm so sad that Gotham isn't on TV right now, Batman. My sister, are you? I'll give it to you just as hard, sister. I have to wait until January for Gotham.
It's the show, Gotham.
I know, it's the show, you nerd. Jesus Christ.
Nerd!
In the ass.
That was perfect timing.
Right now is the best time to be a nerd with all the fucking comic
Seriously,
shows,
nerds are getting
movies.
laid left and right.
Yeah. It's cool to be a nerd right now.
It is.
I wish I was in high school.
In the ass.
All the stuff that I like that's now popular, I wouldn't have gotten beat up for liking when I was if I was, you know what I mean? Like if I was in high school
We'll
now.
get there eventually. Keep
I'd be
talking.
a cool kid.
Maybe you should get another coffee.
Meh.
So we got a couple awesome articles from our listener, Elaine. Hi, Elaine. Thank you so much. We love Elaine.
It's New York, Elaine.
All right. So article number 1 comes from happyplace.com, and it is titled, Woman Grows Roots Out of Her Vagina Because She Used a Potato as Contraception.
God damn it.
As a produce man, doesn't this insult you?
It
Or
really,
does it turn
really
you on?
upsets me. It really upsets me. That's not what you're supposed to use a potato for, ladies. You can fry a potato.
Good to know.
You can mash a potato. You can't vagina a potato.
Here we go. What one Colombian woman needed was some good advice, and what she got was a potato. At 22 years old, a sexually active Colombian woman, her real name has been omitted for reasons of privacy and embarrassment, so from here we will respectfully refer to her as Mrs. Potato Crotch. She went to her mom with the big question of how to prevent pregnancy. Mom told her she had a fail-proof method. All she had to do was shove a potato up her lady parts.
Oh, how long would it take to get that in there?
Put a whole potato in the oven, you won't make tater tots. And since this worked, although the efficiency of potato contraception is yet to be determined, Mrs. Potato Crotch did not become with child. Soon, however, she was to become with chives.
Sour cream?
Excellent journalism. Instead of a post-intercourse starch removal, she left that tuber in her tube. To anyone who has stored potatoes and their reproductive organs or otherwise, this is obviously a mistake. Potatoes need to be kept in a cool, dry, well-ventilated place, or they will grow. And grow this crotch potato did. The poor woman left it in for 2 weeks before abdominal pain caused her to seek medical attention. By the time she got to the hospital, nurses could see roots escaping from her vagina.
Holy fucking hell.
And not members of the Tonight Show band either. The potato, though buried... That's in the article, by the way. That was not my bad joke.
That is...
The potato, though buried, had come back to life. Thankfully, medical... Exactly.
Can you imagine trying to go down on that and you find fucking roots coming out of there? Like a fucking tentacles.
Hey, I'm on a no-carb diet.
Oh, my God. That would be like a...
I'm on Atkins.
It's like a hentai.
So thankfully, medical staff... It's like it's like tentacle porn. Thankfully, medical staff were able to remove the potato and its roots without surgery, and the woman should be fine.
Now, did they have to remove it? Like, I imagine the movie Alien, when it's on the face huggers, and they have to go in and, like, slice it carefully and remove all the... Like, did it latch on to her fucking ovaries? And
it wouldn't be able to get to her ovaries.
Growing up into her digestive tract.
Outer nose, eventually, somehow.
What a fucking moron.
Now,
I also would...
It was her mom that told her to do this.
Could you imagine the potato salad that you would get in there after you plow her a bunch of times?
Oh!
Like, you have that semen in there, and the sweat, and the woman juices, plus potato.
Plus potato. It's like potato salad.
I believe that's called au gratin.
Just add potato.
Oh, gratin. Oh, that's so gross.
Vagina au gratin.
And then, and you got the roots in there too, so you can just make a whole thing.
Good Lord.
That's.
Now, I have friends that are from Colombia. I'm going to ask them if this is like an actual thing. That
was this really wisdom her mother was passing down, or is her mother a fucking sadist?
And wouldn't you notice fucking roots growing out of your vagina?
Not to mention, you don't want to keep any food item in your vagina. 2 weeks she had it in there.
Your son could explain this with the munchkin.
Exactly.
Well, he didn't have it in his vagina.
I'm just saying, food away from the crotch.
He had it behind his balls, probably.
Oh, Jesus.
They probably tasted that much better after ripening.
All right, so we got another gem from Elaine that I can't wait to read for you guys, too. This article is called Couple Who Allegedly Has Sex on Murdered Bodies Couldn't Get Off.
Oh, that's a shame.
2 people... first, here's the couple.
They look like serial killers.
They really do.
And they both have the same hair.
They do.
She has just a little less facial hair than he does.
Is that the white trash face you were
that
talking about?
Yes, that is
white.
White
Trash
both
face.
of them white trash
Definitely.
face. Like, he looks like Kid Rock a little bit.
These are insane clown posse fans.
Yes, definitely. They are juggalos.
They got juggalo tats somewhere.
Juggalo and juggaho. They don't believe in magnetism.
Anyways, 2 people accused of murdering 2 Illinois men, then having sex on top of the bodies, were unable to orgasm during the corpse-side intercourse, according to a newly released police interview. Now, wait a minute. So these guys filled out a police report.
And that's what they asked.
Admitted,
were you able to orgasm?
Yeah.
Like, did the police? I'm wondering if the officer asked that question or if they just gave that information.
Were you able to climax?
Yeah.
Right. Were they like, oh, we fucked on it, but we couldn't come? Or were the cops like, so one last question.
Alyssa Massaro.
I was ready for that question, copper.
Alyssa Massaro and Joshua Minor were accused in the strangulation deaths of Eric Glover and Terrence Rankins, both 22, in Joliet, Illinois, back in January. 2 others, Adam Landerman and Bethany McKee, were also accused in the murder. Police said Glover and Rankins were lured to Massaro's apartment where they were robbed and strangled to death. Police also said Minor, 24, asked the 18-year-old Massaro to have sex with him atop the freshly deceased bodies. In a videotaped police interview played in court Thursday, Minor, whose trial began on Tuesday, claimed that Massaro was the one to suggest the sex, the Chicago Sun-Times reports.
Wait, was that the girl or the guy? Who?
Massaro's the girl, Minor's the boy.
So who said they wanted to have the sex?
Well, they're kind of they haven't decided.
They're each pointing fingers at each other. Right.
She's like, let's have sex, Minor said. And I was like, let's have sex on the bodies. They're from Illinois. I don't know if they really have those accents, but it seemed appropriate.
Like, y'all want to have sex on them dead bodies over there?
Minor continued that they would ultimately end up having sex next to the bodies, not on them. Well, that's
nice.
That's logic.
Respectful.
But
respect the dead. You
we
don't
both
wanna-
couldn't get off. Plus, it was weird. The two victims were friends with their killers, officials said. Minor said in the tape police interview that the four always planned on robbing the victims, but not killing them. Before the planned robbery ever took place, he said they were all hanging out and playing video games with Glover and Rankins, but that things turned violent after one of the men tried to sexually assault McKee. Massaro and McKee, however, testified that the attack was planned and that Minor and Landerman signaled them to leave the room before they strangled Glover and Rankins to death. McKee admitted in court to trying to help cover up the crime and said both women took part in beating the bodies with a liquor bottle and shouting racial slurs. Oh, man.
Nice.
Keeps getting better.
Oh,
Jesus.
so good.
It was kind of weird because one of them corpses had a boner. The other one was looking at me.
Couldn't get off because it was a nagger.
Cops said Massaro
I couldn't keep my erection. That dead body was there looking at me.
Can I continue? Yes. Cops said Massaro confessed to having sex on the bodies, but she later denied it in court. Massaro, Minor, Landerman, and McKee. It sounds like a redneck lawyer firm.
That's like a KKK meeting right there. They all had to take
trial for lynching. Call.
They all had to take their pillowcases off their head before when we arrested them.
Were all charged with first-degree murder in the incident.
Good.
In August, Massaro pleaded guilty to robbery and concealing a homicidal death and a plea deal that landed her a 10-year prison sentence. That's it. According to ABC 7. That same month, McKee was convicted of murder. Landerman's pretrial hearing took place on Thursday, while Minor's trial is ongoing. Amazing. Well, that's too bad about their two friends that got
It's too bad they didn't finish all over the bodies.
How does one have sex on a dead body? Like, that's...
I would think that you'd have to lay them down like logs and go...
Line them up. Well, there's only two bodies, though.
Right, two bodies, and then
Like
you
head to
go
feet?
and you go the opposite. Like you don't go you go torso to torso. Wait, does that even make sense?
Finish all over me.
Look, if these are the bodies, like my arms, then you lay across that way. Fucking respond to me, woman. Stop looking on
Bodies
you.
are face down, right?
Are you talking?
Do you face them down?
Yeah,
because they didn't
more
say they
surface
face
area.
them down.
Oh, yeah,
I mean, I would face
So you
them
go
down.
on the back.
But I'm guessing that they couldn't get off because they weren't face down.
Right.
Because the dead bodies were probably staring at them.
They're
like,
rednecks.
With a gape.
They didn't know what they were doing.
With the mouth open, like, you know. And they said that they were suffocated or fucking
Strangled.
They were strangled.
Ugh. Jesus. Jesus.
All right, we've got one more article. TP, I think you found this one, right?
Yeah, I'll take credit for it.
Nice.
Sure.
This is a doozy.
It's visual, so we'll get to explain.
I am a visual person.
All right, so the article title is from Vice.com, which I love, and the article is called "This Hotel in Belgium is Shaped Like a Giant Anus." And before I read any further,
So it's a star.
Johnimal, I want you to take a look at this picture, and I want you to describe to the listeners what you see. Hotel shaped like a giant anus. I love this sigh.
I mean, my first instinct is that it looks like a liver, but it has like a weird penis thing sticking out of it with veins. It looks like a tied up penis. A tied off penis? A penis.
It's very intestinal looking.
It is intestinal looking. Yeah, it kind of looks like a colon. Yeah, I could see the colon.
But it also
Was
has
that one of the
it
things?
also has windows and doors in it. And
It does. Like if you were going to live in a colon.
And
that
veins.
would be it.
Like
Yeah, the veins are amazing.
SpongeBob SquarePants, who
Like
lives
if-
in a colon in your digestive tract.
If Bikini Bottom had an anus hotel, this would be it. The article reads.
So it wouldn't be an anus, though. It would be a colon then. They're different.
Let's find
What
out,
is the
shall we?
difference? Explain the difference.
The anus is the little, there's a little waiting area before your butthole. So there's like, there's your...
waiting room.
It's where your poop can sit, listen to bad music, and read old copies of
Yeah.
Highlights magazine.
Look, I'm telling you, there's your large intestine, and then there's your colon, and then there's a little space, which is the anus, or as I like to say, anus, and then there's the hole.
This is
I
a
think it
hotel
looks like the
shape
colon.
dedicated to the little space. But there's the asshole. See it? They even made the asshole.
Wait, where's the asshole?
See it at the
Oh, there is an asshole on it.
Looks like a giant ear.
end? It does.
It does
a
look
giant
like
ear.
an ear, yeah.
Wow, somebody actually put time and money into this.
Wait, someone made that to look like an asshole? Like for reals?
Specifically.
Really? I thought it just like...
All right, hold on. Let me read it to you. It says, everyone loves hotels. There's more to it than fresh towels, complimentary mints, and that preview screen for the porn channel. When we enter a hotel room and close the door, there's a sense of calm that can't be recreated anywhere else. The understanding that we're finally out of the filth of everyday existence. We are living, at least for the night, in a clean, well-lighted place.
See, I'm fucking right.
Well, then it says anal sphincter.
That
Yeah,
brings
but
us...
look.
Shush. Yeah,
See?
I know, sweetie.
See the spot?
This brings us to the Anus Hotel, more specifically the Atelier van Lieshout.
Rectum nearly killed him.
Anus. A conceptual one-room hotel made by Dutch artist Jolep van Lieshout.
Oh, only one room?
The hotel lets its visitors fulfill their lifelong dreams of curling up to sleep in a giant butthole.
A giant anus. Now, can they enter through the butthole? Like, is that the door?
If you stop interrupting me, I'll answer all of your
I'm
questions.
sorry.
Located on a small Belgian island halfway between Antwerp and Ghent, the Anus Hotel sits alone on the middle of a field, originally commissioned for part of the 30-acre Verbeek Foundation Sculpture Park, the private collection of Geert and Carla Verbeek Lens. While visiting the park, guests can shack up in the Anus, which only sets you back a paltry $165 a night, a small price to pay to hit the hay and a huge ham
That's
flour.
a little expensive.
Anus Hotel guests will enjoy a double bed, shower, and central heating. The Casanus... The Casanus series also includes a bar called Bar Rectum, which is shaped like a giant intestine. I wanted to know what the hell was going on with this guy, so I recently spoke to Jope to hear more about why he decided to make a giant anus hotel in the middle of a field. Vice asks, hi Jope, first off, what inspired you to build an anus-shaped hotel in the middle of a field in Belgium? Jope answers,
Good question.
well, one of the recurring themes in my work is a strong interest in systems, economical systems and political systems, but also the human body, which I believe is a perfect system.
Organ systems.
From 2005 to 2008, I made a series of works which represented the human body, but also a complete series of human intestinal organs, ranging from internal organs, ranging from heart to brain to liver, rectum, and male and female sex organs. The Casanus is part of that series and takes its shape from the human digestive system, starting with the tongue, continuing to the stomach, moving through the small and large intestine, and exiting through the anus. While Casanus is anatomically correct, the last part of the large intestine has been inflated to a humongous size to hold a hotel room.
Right. Obviously.
We built it in our workshop and then had it installed on site. It's made of foam, wood, and covered with a naturalistic colored layer of fiberglass reinforced polyester. The material is our studio's trademark. Look at the inside. It's actually kind of cool.
Is that what the inside of an anus looks like?
I doubt it's that clean.
No, that is actually a very clean-looking hotel room.
So the artist goes on to tell that it took him a few months to build, and the response has been overwhelmingly positive, and 250 people stay in it every year.
I was expecting the inside to look like that.
It looks like an anus.
Anal crypt. Anal fissure. I think I have an anal fissure.
Well, I would highly recommend that you listeners Google Casanus or Giant Anus Hotel, because the pictures alone are worth looking it up.
But I have to go all the way to Belgium to stay there?
Yeah, I have no desire to stay in this thing. It's basically the size of an Airstream. It looks like an Airstream on the inside.
I would stay there if it was like around here or something. I think that would be fun. Because then I would wear brown the whole time. And I would slip in.
That's perfect.
I would slip in and out unannounced.
$165 a night? I don't know how we feel about that price tag. You think that's high? You think that's reasonable?
It's a little high, but you know what? For the comfort of being in an anus.
That's true. I mean, it's got all the creature comforts. That
I mean, I would
hotel
totally
have.
take a picture
Central air.
of myself with my penis in the butthole on the outside. Fucking.
That's what I mean. The $165 and the trip to Belgium might be worth,
getting those pictures.
The social media photos.
Me dressing up
alone.
like a penis and banging my head against the anus wall.
You don't have to dress up.
I don't have to dress up. We just say I look like a penis.
Sphincter!
It's funny that I looked
I
looked up anus diagram and I got a picture of a dog's ass.
Well, it's still an anus.
Nice.
It's a waiting room.
Yes, I told you. Yeah, I was right.
Anyway,
Well, guys, I think that's going to be all for today.
that's it for today.
We have some lovely sponsors. Amazon.com.
Oh my God! Buy all your shit on Amazon, please. We have like holidays coming up, and we get some stuff if you do.
What do they get? What do we get?
We get like
We get a small percentage of your
we
purchase.
get because this is a free podcast and we don't make any money. Thereby, we can't be millionaires.
Thereby?
Therefore,
Ergo.
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 Riotcast.com/whyyousecondbed.
So support
Click
us.
Amazon.
Dude,
Shop,
you're going to order
go.
all that shit. Do
Bookmark
it.
it. You know what to do.
And then there's, of course, Twisted Toys, where you got to order some vibrating panties.
Vibrating
like
panties is
I'm
where it's
about to
at.
do. What's the code?
TwistedToys.net, toys with a Z. Enter the code SUCK, S-U-C-K, for 20% off
So
your
is there a
total
little
purchase.
box that I type that in?
Yep, there's a little coupon code box that you type that in on
Type
your
in
when you're
just
checking out.
Capital S, capital U, capital C, capital K.
You got
Enter.
it, baby. Enter.
Nice.
Yes.
And I get my 20%.
20% off.
Tweaked audio.
Yeah, you get
Use the code SUCK, get 33% off.
I think I need to do that too.
Bam.
Because my
Earbuds.
Earbuds are a good gift, too.
My old earbuds are fucked up. I need new ones, and they're fucking
Finally, Gamefly. /suck.
fucking new games are coming out.
30-day free trial.
You don't want to buy them? Rent them. Fucking rent the games, and then if you like them, you get them for a discounted price. If you don't like them, send them right the fuck back. Get 'em.
Email Stacy at stacy@riotcast.com to lift her spirits.
Send her your love.
I'm up to 188 followers. Get on me for Twitter, bros.
Get on me.
Bras and Haas.
And you can follow us on Twitter at whyyoussuckinbed.
Leave us a voicemail.
978-503-SUCK.
And do what John from Virginia suggested.
Yeah, star us.
5-star us, baby.
On iTunes, so we see you like us and you want us back. If not, we're just going to go away.
Just like that.
See you next Tuesday, lovelies.